Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's a professional here. So today I have another top list video for you guys. And in this video we are going to be covering the top 5 worst features in GTA Online. And on this video, we're not going to be focusing on missions or glitches. Instead, we're just going to be focusing on general gameplay features, things that Rockstar have added to the game. And we're going to be judging these based on that they've done more bad than good. So if these features have done more bad than good, a lot more bad than good, they're going to be on this list. And here I'm going to show you guys my top 5. And I think that if these features were removed or fixed in the game, I don't think a lot of people would complain if they were removed or changed entirely, because these features, they don't really make much sense and they cause a lot of problems. So here, let me stop talking. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Okay, so starting off this list, number 5 is not being able to switch weapons for free. And what I mean by this is, we're going to be using the Akula in this example. You guys notice, look, I'm using the homing missiles on the Akula right now. And this happens with almost every single weaponized vehicle that has multiple weapons. And Rockstar just keeps doing it every time. I keep always saying it in the reviews, but they keep doing it. Okay, so I take the Akula in the hangar. Remember, I had homing missiles before. Now I take it in here. Let's say I want to use the mounted missile barrage. So I want to switch from homing to mounted missile barrage. Look, I just spent $285,000 on the mounted missile barrage. And look, I can switch back to mounted homing, no problem here. It's free. But the moment that I leave the hangar and then I come back and I want to switch back to homing, I have to pay for that attachment again, over and over again. So I can't buy both attachments and then freely change them back and forth. I gotta keep buying them over and over and over again. And it wastes so much money. So pretty much you have to be picky with what weapon you're going to use. So right there, you guys saw me. I was using the barrage. I take it right back in the hangar and take a look at this right now. Now I try to go back to homing. I try to put homing back on, and look, I got to spend money, $308,000. And at this point, I've wasted close to $600,000 just for switching weapons. So I've wasted over $500,000 on this. What happens to the other weapon attachments? Like when I buy another one back and forth, does it just magically vanish? And then I just need to keep rebuying it? It's stupid. Why does Rockstar keep doing this? If you buy both attachments, you should have them and be able to freely switch them. I shouldn't have to constantly buy them over and over again if I want to switch weapons. It's just annoying, and this happens on so many weaponized vehicles, and you just lose so much money doing it. Number 4 is Rival CEO Works block missions. And what I mean by this one specifically is, take a look at the timer right there. We got 1 second. I'm flying towards LSIA so I can start up a hostile takeover when it says the VIP work cannot run as there's already a session-wide activity. And take a look. My friend is doing a piracy prevention just to show off how this can happen, but this happens to almost everybody, and he's all the way across the map here in Paleto Bay doing a piracy prevention. And I am unable to start any kind of CEO or MC work until that piracy prevention is over. So either I have to wait the 10 minutes, or I have to go over there and take over the yacht. And this can be really annoying because I don't understand why 2 different organizations can't do 2 different CEO works. I don't understand why only one organization can run one CEO work at once. And you know, I understand it a little bit because Rockstar is trying to encourage competition, and they're trying to encourage other people to get involved in those CEO missions, like steal the package if you're doing hostile takeover or take over the yacht. But at the same time, it's kind of annoying. Like, people should be able to do as many CEO work as they want. Other organizations and MCs should not be blocked from doing their own CEO and MC work just because one CEO already started up a CEO work. And it can be particularly annoying if that CEO started up a long CEO work like piracy prevention or executive search. Those take 10 minutes, so either you go over there and you take out the CEO or take over the yacht, or you wait out the 10 minutes. And then even when you wait out the 10 minutes, somebody could just start up another CEO work when you don't get the chance, and then you have to wait even longer. So it shouldn't be limited. As many people as they want should be able to do CEO works. Why are all these organizations able to do as many cell missions as they want and as many crate missions as they want, but CEO missions are only limited to one organization at one time? Doesn't make much sense, right? Number 3 on this list are business raids. Oh man, where do I start with this? This feature is just so stupid. If you buy the security, I don't understand why you still get attacked. So take a look at this, guys. You just saw me buy supplies for my cocaine business. I take my oppressor. I literally just drive down the street, just drive down the block, and all of a sudden this happens. I get attacked right after. I'm literally not even half a mile away from my business, and I already get attacked. Look at this. I gotta go all the way back right after I was just there. Even though I paid for security, and I pay for security daily, I gotta go back there and I gotta defend my business, and I gotta fight for a ridiculous amount of cops here. And if I die once, on this mission, the enemies have such good aim on this. They have such a good aim. They will hit you perfectly dead on. So make sure you just snipe these guys. That's what I like doing, just so make sure I don't get killed by them. And if you do get killed by them, this mission is so unforgiving because you lose everything in there, and you got to start up the business back up again. You gotta do the first mission for the business again, so you lose all your product in there and the staff, and you gotta do that again. And then what you have to do is after you clear out all the cops, you gotta go steal this van, and the van is bulletproof, so you gotta keep shooting it until it stops. You can use an SMG with FMJ rounds, but it's still annoying to get this guy out. And I finally got the guy to stop, and I got him out of the van here, and then I take the van back. And when I take the van back, the most ridiculous thing happens. You guys are seriously not gonna believe this. So look at this. I drive the van back. I get it back to my business. I delivered it. Staff are safe. I think I'm good. So at this point, I had to go to work. I didn't have time for this. I had to go to work. I was running a little late that day. I went to change for work. So I was changing my clothes. So I went AFK for just a minute or two. I went AFK. I was right in front of my business. You guys can still see the blue do not cross signs are still there that I got attacked recently. So I just went AFK literally just for 1 to 2 minutes when all of a sudden this happens. Take a look. I get back and I was wondering, why do I hear the bikers music? And then all of a sudden it says, go to Grapeseed, defend product. I'm like, oh no, I just did a defend mission. I just saved my cocaine from getting attacked, got the staff back there, and literally less than 2 minutes later, I get a call from LJT that I'm getting attacked again. And at this point, I had no time. I had to go to work. I had no choice. So you know what I did? I turned off my PS4. I turned off my PS4 because I had to go to work. I was running late at this point. I didn't have time for this nonsense. So after I got back from work, I went into my meth business and I lost everything. This is just a joke. Just the amount of times you get attacked. If I pay for security, why am I still getting attacked? This is what my security is doing. They're just sitting. Literally sitting here doing nothing. What are you guys doing? What do I pay you guys for? I pay $40,000 in daily fees every day for all my various businesses and my properties, and this is what I get? I pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for security, and then I pay you daily fees, and you guys still do nothing? What are you guys doing? Seriously, what is the point of buying security if they're just gonna sit here and do nothing when there's an attack? If you buy security, you should never get attacked again. It's so stupid how I pay for security and then I gotta go back and still defend my business. It's ridiculous. Number 2 is the Orbital Cannon. And this is probably the stupidest thing that they added with the Doomsday Heist. And this thing is just so broken. And the reason Rockstar put $750,000 in to use automatic targeting is they thought that people wouldn't use it a lot. The problem is that there's already a glitch out there where people can just keep firing the Orbital Cannon over and over again and they don't have to worry about wasting money. So there's a glitch where people can abuse this, and then there's also people with modded money who have millions and millions of dollars and can just keep abusing this and can keep blowing people up with this. In this case, this clip was caught from December, and it was one of my friends here when this first came out. I was demonstrating what the Orbital Cannon can do, and it doesn't matter if you're in a helicopter, if you're in a jet, you're not safe from the Orbital Cannon anywhere. The only place you can technically be safe in is if you're in the back of an Avenger or an MLC, you'll be safe. But other than that, the Orbital Cannon will get you no matter where you are. And the reason that this is worse than the reason that it's worse than the business rates, because the business rates at least you have a chance to defend yourself. Here, you have no chance to defend yourself. You don't even have a warning when the Orbital Cannon is going to hit. Take a look at this. You guys see those 2 Avengers right there? They're the 2 strongest air vehicles in the game. The Orbital Cannon comes down and just destroys both of them. That's how strong it is. I've seen people that have lost so much cargo. One of my friends lost 111 crates in cargo in the boat mission, getting it destroyed by a cargo griefer, a guy who was glitching the Orbital Cannon. So there's a glitch where people can just keep firing this over and over again, and there's also modders who have billions of dollars and can just keep doing this as much as they want, and they blow up people's cargo. This is the ultimate griefing weapon. People can just keep abusing this and destroy people's cargo. 111 crates takes around 5 to 6 hours to grind, and some scumbag can just come out of nowhere, either glitching the cannon or using the modded money, and can just destroy it. The idea that this would be $750,000, it was just completely broken. It's just so stupid. You can just target anyone on the map and just destroy them. I guarantee everybody watching this video has probably been Orbital Cannon at least once. I've pretty much been Orbital Cannon at least over 20 times by now. Before we get up to number 1 here, we have a special mention. The fact that you can't spawn personal air and land vehicles at the same time is kind of annoying. So in that case, I was using my oppressor and I was not able to spawn my Molotov. I wanted to spawn my Molotov, so I actually have to get off my personal vehicle. And a lot of us use our land personal vehicles to be able to get around the map. So I can't use my personal land vehicle to get to my air land vehicle. I can't spawn both at the same time. And here we go. the #1 worst thing ever added to GTA Online, the worst feature, research. I bet a lot of you guys saw this coming. This, in my opinion, this is the stupidest thing ever added to GTA Online. It's even worse than the Orbital Cannon. Research has been in the game for almost a year now. It came out in June with the gun running update. And what's so bad about research is, don't get me wrong, I like all the stuff that's here. I like all these different weapons and attachments. I love them. What I don't like is how you have to unlock them for research. And what's so bad about research is that you can't pick what you want to research. It's random. So you can get that one item that you want to unlock. You can get lucky, and that could be the first item that you have to research, or you can get really unlucky, and it could be the last item that you're going to have to research. Either way, you're going to be forced to research a bunch of things that you don't want to research, and it's just a giant waste. We'll get to that in a little bit. But here, let me show you guys. When gun running first came out, the first thing that I wanted to research was explosive rounds. And I got so excited for the explosive rounds. And the reason that I wanted to research them was so I could fight jet griefers, because I was so tired of jets constantly blowing me up and attacking me. So I wanted to be able to defend myself from them. So I wanted explosive rounds. Unfortunately, though, explosive rounds were the last 3 things that I had to that I unlocked. So I had to research pretty much everything on here. And to top that off, they waste your time with a lot of useless things to research, like libraries here. Why is a highly trained team of scientists, forced to, why are they researching liveries? That makes no sense to me. Like, a mechanic could do this in his shop, paint a vehicle like this. Why does it take a highly trained team of scientists in your bunker to research libraries? Or maybe they're not highly trained. Maybe they're just plain stupid that they have to research library skins. I don't understand why they have to research library skins. And these library skins, they're put in here just to waste their time to research. That's the reason that they're put in here. Rockstar could have easily put these library skins in the mechanic shops when you had to change vehicles, in the MOC and the Avenger, when you had to paint them. Why are these things here? Why are they part of research? Research is just a giant money grab. It's a way for them to get more money through shark cards. So let's count the amount of libraries that we have here. Let's just see how much of a waste it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you have to research 13 libraries, and you're going to get those libraries when you want to whether you like it or not. You're going to be forced to research that. So how does that go along with proximity mines, heavy barrels on assault rifles, scopes, explosive rounds? What do libraries have to do with that? It makes no sense. Why are scientists required to research them? And it gets worse. It gets even worse. In order to do research, you need supplies. So you're either going to have to steal supplies or buy them. Or what you could also do is, when you have that batch of supplies, you could either choose to fast track it, and it's going to cost you around $220,000, I believe, to fast track an item, and that's going to be for each one. And me personally, I was so impatient when this came out that I just fast tracked all of it. I spent around $11 to $12 million just fast tracking all of this research, because I just did not want to wait for it. And it gets even worse, guys. It gets even worse. When you finally unlock something through research, you also have to pay for it. So why the hell do my scientists spend all this time researching something? So let's say we research the APC SAM battery here. We research the APC SAM battery and we finish it. And then when I take the APC SAM out, I gotta actually buy the APC SAM battery. That makes no sense. If the scientists in my bunker researched the battery, why do I have to buy it? Who am I buying it from? If I researched it, that whole concept doesn't really make much sense. If I was to handle the research system, what I would have done is that if you research something, you would get that item for free. That's how it should be. You research the item for free. You could buy it, or you could just research it for free. That's what the thing should be, and it will create an incentive for people to research, because you get the item for free. But here, they're basically holding you hostage, holding you at gunpoint, and forcing you to research all this useless stuff that you don't want to, and then they're forcing you to waste a lot of money on it. You're gonna have to waste money on these supplies, either steal them and waste time, or you waste money by fast tracking it, and then you have to waste more money by buying the item when you finish researching it, and they're gonna waste a lot of your time with the library. So they're gonna waste time fast tracking it, waste time with the libraries, force you to get supplies for the research, and then they're going to hold you at gunpoint and tell you that you got to buy also the item after you finish researching. Research is probably the stupidest thing that's ever been added to the game. This system doesn't work, and Rockstar actually realized that this system doesn't work, and thank God they didn't put it in Smuggler's Run, because if they put this thing in Smuggler's Run, that would have driven me insane, because of all the amount of planes that were in there, and I upgraded all of them. If research was in Smuggler's Run, I would have literally gone crazy from that. So I'm so grateful that they at least acknowledged that research was a terrible idea, and they didn't do it again in Smuggler's Run. I'm so happy, and they didn't do it in Doomsday either. I'm so happy for that. But either way, research is the stupidest thing ever added to this game, and if I was in charge of it, I would have updated it and made it so that if you research something, it should be for free. And also, it's in a random order, like I said earlier, so you can't choose what you want to research. So this is definitely the stupidest thing ever, just a giant money grab for shark cards. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think down below, and I'm sorry for my little rant there, but research just annoys me so much. I remember like over a year ago, research gave me so much problems, and I still am like, oh, it just makes me shake whenever I think about just doing research, because it was just such a bad system. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.